We're back with another video to do a little more testing on the 23mm LMWR lens. This is the one that I decided to keep. Let's jump into Capture One Pro and take a look at these images, and we can see how well this performs on the X-T5 right here and on the XS20. The top image here is taken on the XS20. f5.6, 1/60, and ISO 800. Same thing for this bottom image, which was taken on the X-T5. I have to say that this 23mm lens is very sharp. It's noticeably sharper than other lenses that I have. I like this test because there's quite a few different variety of things to look at, so that it'll give us a good overall view of how the lens fares on both cameras. And off the bat, I'm just going to say I would be happy to use this lens on the 26-megapixel camera or the 40-megapixel camera. There are some differences, and I'm going to just go ahead and just go through those. So if we bump it up, even here, yes, the X-T5 is slightly sharper, but it is so minimal. And you would think for the difference in the resolution size, there would be a lot more difference. But no, there really isn't. And these were both taken at the same distance away from the subject. The X-T5 just has a little less noise here in this part here, but virtually they look identical. Looking at this here, a little less noise here on the X-T5 versus on this image here, but we're at 400% for 495 for this one and 400% for this one. They look about the same. Okay, so this image is where I'm backed away about 1.24 times the distance away from the subject. So let's just reset everything, get it all back. And so you can see here, there's quite a bit more in the frame when I back up. And so we're just going to see how the clarity is and how sharp this lens is, even if you were going to crop in, right? So let's go look at it. A little bit more noise on the X-T5 here. This is definitely a little bit smoother here and a little noisier here. Backing up and taking the same shot and then zooming into the same size, you're going to have a little bit more noise on the X-T5 here. Now, the debate for me would be, do I intend to back up because I have a 40-megapixel sensor? And for me, the answer is no. I'm going to take the photo in the same distance away with the 23mm, whether I'm using the XS20 or the X-T5. So for comparison's sake, yeah, it's a little bit noisier here, but I would probably be taking the picture at the same distance I would with the 26-megapixel sensor. Scoot over here. So noise-wise, I still think in this case, the noise is a little more on the X-T5. The 1.24 times back, you are going to get a little bit more noise here. The conclusion on this basically says that you're going to see varying degrees of differences when you back up using the X-T5, which I don't intend to do. For me, this is clearly going to be better on the X-T5 using this lens than on the XS20, and that's what I would have thought it would have been. The only surprising thing is that you're not getting the benefit of that same 40-megapixel resolution when you back up a little bit. It does introduce more noise. I have to say, I was surprised at the noise level. Really interesting to see what your thoughts are on this lens. If you have this lens, have you noticed similar things? And if you're shooting with a 40-megapixel sensor. I'm glad that I bought the 23mm 1.4 LMWR. And as you recall, if you did see one of the previous videos, I did a comparison of the original 23mm and this one on the X-T5, and I decided to keep this one. I also wanted to just mention I've got this nice JJC hood on Amazon for this, and I really do like this. It's metal. It's really nice. Comes in this little box here, and I'll drop a link down on the bottom if you want to take a look at it, if you do get this lens. I really do like this lens. In fact, I'm going to shoot the next video with this lens. So right now I'm on the XS20 and I've got the 18 to 55 millimeter lens on there. So I'm at 18 millimeters. So I'll probably be a little closer on that video, or I'll have to sit back a little bit further. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like. And if it was helpful and you'd like to see more content like this, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye, Henry. He's leaving.